Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mention. So I come back and say hello, wish you a good day to speak about transcendental psychology, the law of one, those things I'm discussing here, spiritual philosophy. For as light workers, we always give people what they need. In a sense, sometimes we feel like they want something, but we cannot give them what they want, but we always give them what they need. And sometimes what they need and what they want is not the same thing. Yet, in essence, the light working community is essential. Everything we do. There's millions of souls like you and me who are here to work to work in these frequencies of light, different frequencies of light. And if we were not here, the higher frequencies that come from the cosmos that elevate the planet would create total chaos, and there would be there would be mass suicide. There would be great accidents. There would be great flood. There was even more natural catastrophes. So all this invisible work that we're doing is essential to balance, to stabilize the earth. And so never underestimate your function in this world and what you do in this world. Just being here is enough to help the world, to assist the planet. And so because we're really preventing this mass chaos from happening, and even if they make fun of you, they don't understand you, they do need you. And what we need to do is to utilize those higher energy, to utilize those higher energy for creation, for co-creation with the source and the spirits. For scarcity is just an imbalance. There is enough abundance on the world. The world was created for enough abundance for all beings to live in total abundance. And it's the birthright of every living being to live in abundance. It's just there's been some mismanagement of resources, and disbalance have been created. For each desires, it's very important because we have desires it's like sculpting the future with our desire, yet we do not want to lose touch with the present, to be able to enjoy each moment in the present. And our ultimate goal is to return to peace and harmony with our higher self, with our soul and spirit. Once we find that, we find this alignment, we're getting closer to the fusion potential, then everything will unfold in grace and ease. We are here to fulfill the mandate of Creator, which is to create endless worlds in peace and joy and beauty, and so that so this is in the name of God. That everything we do it in the name of our Creator. For it is a producer of the show. Do not be concerned with any of the details. If you know that already, you're already in your path to this reunification and freedom. For we want to develop emotional intelligence and mental intuition. Is very important. There was a philosopher named Ulm, an English philosopher, I think it was English, in the 18th century, who believed that emotional intelligence was much more important than rational intelligence. And I kind of have to say that once to be intuitive with our mind and have the intelligence to work with our emotions. That's very, very essential to think with the heart and to feel with the mind. And because the ego was the function of the ego was to serve the soul, and we kind of reverse the process where the soul has become subservient to the ego, and that's what's creating all those problems in the world. For the soul possess wisdom. I'm going to pull a few cards to see for. So in the past we have wars and battles. We've been in conflict with ourselves. There's been many conflicts, but we have to putting an end to the wars. And this is our wish. It is really what we wish for. Where we are now is karmic relationship. It's karmic relationship. It's about understandings that everybody in our life are fulfilling a function that is serving us and getting us back to our power. Sometimes we have to move away for certain relationship to leave space for new relationship to come into the picture. And what is coming in the near future is biblical. It's going to be some very powerful changes. It's like the fifth dimension is the return of God from a metaphysical standpoint, and then the new science will be developed once we understand that truth. It will not be, as far as I can tell, it will not be religion that reveals God. Religion it's always a matter of faith, but science can reveal God in a way that nobody will be able to deny it. And what we're working on right now is the human community community life. So it's about we're living in there's one planet and we're living in this community. So we want to create the most harmonious, flowing community. And the outcome of this work will be the healer. It will be the healer. So it is about finding this healing, this balance, and it's all about returning the world to balance and harmony. It's really what we're here for. Very soon there is going to be a big domino it's been predicted that a big domino in the Earth's plane will fall, and it's going to make another domino fall and fall and fall and fall. But it's not one that will come from the sky. It's not going to be the ships just yet. We're very close to that, but not quite yet. It is the truth that is coming to the light. It is the light that is illuminating the darkness that will make things. And people are thirsty for truth. There's so little truth that is being offered. There's a lot of drama that's been offered, but very little truth. So more and more people want to know, because once we discover truth, we feel that we are being nourished by truth, and truth is the only thing we want to focus on, to be true to ourselves and to be true to the world, to the others, as much as possible. And it's going to be like a snowball effect. The snowball will, at some point, we can no longer stop it. It's going to create an avalanche of revelation that will dissolve all this 3D matrix. The plan is to bring balance back to the world, and this disclosure is very close. It's like we are just a piece of a great machinery, but our piece is what makes, it's like in a clock, it's like it's one piece makes the other piece turn and everything. So we're all complementary in making this great universal mechanic function. So it's do not underestimate your own role in that, no matter what. Understand that the Creator knows all past, present, and future, everything, and yet, and He has His plan. He knows the plan will be fulfilled, and yet He leaves each individual to be free to make his own choice, no matter how distorted it is, because God knows that no matter, the law will always reflect whatever we do. The law of one, the law of perfection, the law of grace, the law of cause and effect. And so the wrong choices, we can only create delays, but it cannot prevent the plan of the light. It cannot prevent the manifestation of that emergence into freedom and light and joy and happiness at the end of the journey. This is the plan of Creator. We already know so much. Trust what you receive. Trust what you know. Do not wait for formal disclosures in the media for things to have this knowing about things, or whatever resonate with you. There has to be some resonance, some things that may resonate at some point, and eventually we let them go. We move on to higher resonance. For the power of God always been fascinated. Man has always been fascinated by the power of God, just creating with your soul to create whatever reality. So man has always been very drawn towards this power. They are very power hungry. But the power of God is conditioned by love and wisdom. It is the infinite love and the infinite wisdom, the knowledge of things and the knowledge of means that makes God all powerful. And without love and wisdom, power is meaningless. It creates only suffering. So first, focus on love and wisdom. We have to develop this love, which is the realization of the word compassion. We have to, which is through in the daytime, through relationship and the goodness we can give to others and to ourselves. We have to realize the realization of wisdom, which is lucidity, which is light, and that we get through meditation and receptivity. And we have to realize this essence of power is the essence of courage. Someday we feel like hope and certainties in relation to our past, and there are certain days we find despair and uncertainty. So we have to deal with the ups and downs. But the more we develop our courage, the more our lucidity and our compassion will grow. Those three are very intertwined in the process. Also, I want to say that the young generation are really making a stand. They don't know the ins and outs. They don't know what's wrong, but they know that something is wrong with the planetary management of resources, that we are mismanaging all the resources of this world. And so, all the people around the world are asking for more freedom, asking for more justice, or more balance. And so we're here to assist. Soon there's going to be an event that is going to be happening, and the media are going to be thrown into total chaos. So this is when we're going to be needed to keep calm and to explain how to people to be in the eye of the storm. and explain to stabilize the process. And so, and when we need, we can always use a shield, a sword, and an helmet. Those are angelic. It's not to hurt anybody, but the shield can always protect us against any energy that was thrown at us. Sometimes we need to drop the shield in order to receive, but the sword is something it's not something that we're going to hurt anybody with, but it's a sword of light that cuts through all things, whether it is within ourselves or within others. It's the Excalibur. We can cut through anything that is not truth. Truth will be separated from illusion, and the truth will remain. And then there is this angelic helmet, which is a helmet with two little wings. And visualize wearing it, and when you wear it, your third eye open, and you see you have thousands of angels that are working with you in the process. Those are spiritual tools, like the Greek gods we used to use. Those what we call the Greek gods, the Cassiopeians. They made it by Hephaestus, the god of the forge, who was creating all those wonders. There was many other wonderful technologies that we'll come to discover. That are spiritual technologies. For this, what I'm talking about here is very informal. It's very intimate. I just speak through the heart, and I express certain thoughts and ideas that feel right at the time But soon I'm going to make it. It's going to be very official. I'm going to be called to make all that mainstream when my books comes out. And finally, I wanted to say, whenever you need to affirm something, anchor something, say the power of Christ within me. It's just, you can invoke that, call on that, the power of Christ within me. Just make it all the statement very positive, not making double negatives or negative or anything. I don't want that. This doesn't work. But anything that you find a positive statement, and you can, by the power of the Christ within me, you and all the company of heaven are aligned with this for the highest good of all. So it is something we can work with, this affirmation. We need to return to our own self-empowerment. I hope this message was interesting for you, that you can enjoy those times and enjoy the journey. It is important. The paintings behind me is two interiors. This one is recent, from 2019. It's on paper. It says Joy, Hope, Freedom, and a black cat. For I was thinking about this black cat, so I thought I showed this painting. I tried those paintings on paper. I tried to show new ones because I have many. So this I probably have shown this one already. This one will be properly framed. This one too. It's about modern art from 2007. It's signed here, and there is like this character here who's wearing a mask, and there is this 18th century or 18th century, 17th century person here, and there is like this whole scene here, and it's all happening behind the wall. There is this one scene that's happening behind, and in the front there is this modern painting. So it's just a modern abstract painting that symbolizes the 6 lines of an hexagram of the I Ching. It's called the Creator, but it's still strong. I mean, it's a bit of restoration. I'm not really sure yet. Well, I'm going to put one final card with the archangels. I'm going to just sing a song. Sometimes I'm singing songs that are more philosophical, and sometimes I feel like singing like love songs. So my voice is a little. So today's a love song. It goes like this. Look into my eyes, you will see what you mean to me. Search your heart, search your soul, and when you find me there, you'll search no more. Don't tell me it's not worth trying for. You can tell me it's not worth dying for. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Look into your heart, you will find there's nothing there to hide. Take me as I am, take my life. I would give it all, I would sacrifice. Don't tell me it's not worth fighting for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. There's no love like your love, and no other could give more love. There's nowhere unless you're there all the time, all the way. Look into your heart, baby. Oh, you can tell me it's not worth trying for. I can't help it, there's nothing I want more. Yeah, I fight for you, I lie for you, walk the wire for you. Yeah, I'll die for you. You know it's true. Everything I do it for you. Thank you very much. Thank you. So I think it's Brian Adams, a romantic singer from Canada. Well, I'm going to put one more card, and I thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing. I feel like we're on the brink of great changes. I feel like there's going to be some big surprises coming about. The card of the day is the Seven of Ariel. You have made good investments. Be patient. We always harvest what we sow. Utilize every experience to create new projects. So utilize the time, enjoy the journey, and trust that everything that we've been planted have grown. It keeps on growing, and so just trust yourself, be confident, and be ready for the for unexpected good luck that will be coming about with this 1111 portal that's right above us, 00101110. Thank you very much. Namaste.